Hello again, ladies and gents. How are we all doing? It's nice to see you all again, as always. I spotted a news article from Sky News earlier that claims that there are calls, outcries, for Rishi Sunak to employ now get ready for it, an Islamophobia advisor. Apparently there's been one installed in a past government, and I can't for the life of me find which government that is. The closest I managed to get was Islamophobia Response Unit. Yes, that is actually a thing. Give it a Google. Now it reads here in the article, ministers are pandering to the far right, the mythical, magical far right. If that was the case and they were pandering to the far right, we wouldn't have boatloads of illegal immigrants breaking into the country on a daily bloody basis. Far right, my hairy ass. By not calling Lee Anderson's remarks Islamophobic. A former government advisor on the issue has told Sky News. Imam Kari Asim, who was the last person to hold the position of independent Islamophobia advisor to the government, said it had been disappointing to see senior Conservatives refuse to define the Ashfield MP's comments as Islamophobic. And he claimed members of the Muslim community had lost any confidence in the party to tackle anti-Muslim hatred. The interview comes as calls are growing for the Prime Minister to appoint a new advisor amid the fallout from Mr Anderson's comments. What about an advisor for white British hatred, which has been on the rise drastically for the last 4 or 5 years? But oh no, you can't say dicky bird about that. You've got to keep stum because it may offend someone. I mean, it's racist. Madness, eh? He was suspended from the Conservative Party last weekend after he refused to apologise for claiming Islamists had taken control of London and that Labour Mayor Sadiq Khan had given our capital city away to his mates. Comments that I still stand by 110%, by the way. There have been widespread condemnation of the remarks from ministers, but they and Rishi Sunak have repeatedly refused to classify them as Islamophobic. That's because Islamophobia doesn't exist. It's a made-up social construct to shut down debate and argument. Nothing more. Now, I want to delve into this Islamophobia advisor thing. I'm a man of the ilk who thinks, not all of them, but quite a few of them, Muslims that is, their main goal for being here is to eventually rise to power and implement Sharia law. I've always thought that, and I'm going to stand by it. I may be being melodramatic, I don't know, but that's how I feel. That's what I tend to see when I see certain things on television. Take, for example, I don't know, the pro-Palestine matches, right? They've been going on for weeks now, absolutely weeks. And what do most of the time? They drape the flags everywhere, our war memorials, our statues, things like that. And do you know why they do it? It's a show of dominance. It's a show that we are in control and we could do as we please without fear of repercussion. The Nazis did more or less the same when they took over France, when they invaded France, They draped the Nazi flag over the Eiffel Tower. They draped Nazi flags around where the Treaty of Versailles was first signed. Why? Again, it was a show of dominance. It was to shovel shit into the French's faces. We are here now. You're going to abide by our rules and laws. Much the same as the pro-Palestine matches, in my honest opinion. And I don't know how to say this really. It fills me with dread, with the thought of some of these people this close to positions of power. Because let me tell you one thing, when Keir Starmer, and I mean it, when Keir Starmer moves into number 10, he will delight in having an Islamophobia advisor. And initially it will spell more censorship. You won't be able to say certain things on the internet, for example. It'll be hard coded into this online harms bill, which will be heavily doctored under a Labour government. You think things are bad now? Bloody hellfire, you've seen nothing yet. So yeah, in conclusion, I'm not big on this idea at all. When you've got a group of Muslims trying to get together a political party, you know fine well that what I've just said is probably, maybe, true. Send shivers down my spine. Don't know about you. So yeah, that's my video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.